guys? Peace and blessings. Welcome to my channel, Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Guys, I was trying my best to come on the camera, but for some reason, I am having problems. I don't know why. So I'm just going to have to just deal with this, what I got right here. But I'm going to go ahead and play the 15 second or 25-second back again, and then we can go ahead and start with my live. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Okay, guys, as you can see right here by the title, you can see a lot of people, yes, are running with this story, which I had said it about last week. I had went on talk with Lana. I went on her channel and I had talked a little bit about it, and I see that these people went ahead and they ran with it. But at least one thing that I do know is that Lana, she went ahead and gave me a shout out, because see, some people, they'll take your stuff and they won't even give you a shout out. But it's all good, because like I said, if I wanted to go ahead and put exclusive, I would have went ahead and put exclusive. But one thing that I do know is that you knew good and well that this stuff right here was going to happen. You knew that this was going to happen. No way in the world that Martell could come on that show with just the children that belongs to him and Melanie and not have his other child. Come on, guys, make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So pretty much, that people should have known that's exactly how it was going to happen. But also, I had heard that, and I'm going to say allegedly, to all this stuff right here, like I said, that I don't have no money like no Tasha K. We're not going to wipe my tail with cease and desist letters. But I also had heard that, let me see how I'm going to go ahead and say this, is that Martell, he wanted, he fought hard to go ahead and get his his son on the show, and maybe Ariane Curry, because like I said, when it comes to Sheree and Martell, anybody can see right there, that's just a stunt. I don't see no kind of chemistry between those two, and if it is, oh well, but we already know, Martell, sooner or later, is going to have to come out where he's going to have to tell, his story. And it was said that, him and Carlos went back and forth, because he wanted to, be transparent. He wanted to have, his reality, his story, to be seen. Like I said, who can tell it better than the ones that have been through it? Because we already see how these bloggers, how they are spinning the story, which a lot of this stuff, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. I also have like another live that I'm gonna do. I think I might do it Saturday when it comes to Miss Wanda. But a lot of this stuff, like I wanted to say on my last video, is that it's a lot of things that's going on behind the scene. And what they're doing, and I'm saying allegedly, is that they throwing that stuff out to these bloggers, and they are running with it, and that's bad, because especially when that people behind the scene, and I'm gonna just say it like that, how they giving these bloggers something to go ahead and run with it. And the thing about it is that they being biased. It's like, if you continually shining a light on one cast member and keep doing PR about it, quite obvious, that's who they're going to talk about. And that's where the playing field is not even, because what you are doing is, like I said, you pretty much, you controlling the narrative, but that's just the nature of the beast. But like I said, it's not fair, because if you're going to have a reality show, then the playing field should be even. No way in the world that you should, have one person you trying to lift up. I know that that one person, like I said, give honor where honor is due. She the one had pitched the show, but still of all, she's not the one that is cashing those checks. So, like I said, when Martell and Callers had came together, and Martell was about to leave. Now I'm gonna say a legend to all this stuff, but Martell was about to leave. He already had his foot already in on Real Housewives of Atlanta, which most likely that's why Sheree, and I'm going to say a legend, that's why Sheree went ahead and they said, unfollowed him, because she most likely had it all set up where he was going to transition to Real Housewives of Atlanta. And when I guess Carlos King and Martell sit together and they worked out a deal, so I guess now he's going to go ahead and stay full-time on Huntsville, on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So like I say, it does make sense. But the thing about it is that the way that they're going to go about it is that they're going to go ahead and bring on, as you can see, that's why Martell have all those pictures he's putting out, going to bring on Lil Knox. And a lot of people is upset about it. I was on a platform where they was talking about the child, calling the child out. And the thing about it is that it's grown old people. I mean, really, really old people. Not just ugly on the outside, but ugly in the inside. That's horrible when you putting your mouth on children. I thought kids was off limits. And some of them saying that, if he comes on, we're not going to watch it. Come on, guys. These people, they slum day in and day out, watching these people's lives like this is something that they know these people. You don't know these people. You watching the show just like everybody else. And they say, I'm going to stop watching the show. Trust me, they're not going to stop watching. And the people know they're not going to stop watching, because these people are caught up in these reality shows. So maybe, like I said, they're going to go ahead and bring in Little Knox. And like I said, I could have went ahead and yes, I could have went ahead and put exclusive, because I see right now just about every blogger that blogs about Love and Marriage Huntsville, they talking about it now. But what they are doing is, once they bring in that child, which you can see that the child, he loved being around his other siblings. Children don't act like grown-ups. Grown-ups is the ones that's acting like children. But that's a part of his story. And even if they show some clips of Ariana Curry, that's her son. What mother is going to hide behind the walls or whatever when they start filming? But like I said, if you got to go ahead and wean it on people, just go ahead and just wean it. But I'm pretty sure if you're going to see Baby Knox coming on that show, you're also going to see the mother as well. And no one cannot get upset about it, because like I said, he wants to move on with his life. Like he said, he is sick and tired, of apologizing. I wouldn't apologize anymore either. You don't apologize so many times. What do they want now? Ain't nothing you can do about it. Like I said, when it comes to Martell and his infidelity, he's not the first and he's not the last. Men cheat. And if yours not cheat, trust me, keep living, keep in a marriage. I promise you, yours going to cheat. Men cheat. And if women step out of their marriage, they stepping out of marriage because they feel like something is not liking. But women is not going to say, I'm just going and I'm going to just go ahead and have affair over my husband. Women don't think like that. Because women, they are very nourishing people where they're not just going to do stuff like this just because they see some man walking down the street and he look good. Oh, I want to go ahead and date him. I want to go ahead and, lose my, go ahead and mess up my vows. Women not going to do stuff like that. But men would do it. You got to really emotionally break a woman in order for a woman to go out there and step out on her marriage. And that's real talk. But like I said, if you're going to continue watching these reality shows, this is exactly what's going to happen, because this is his reality. That is his child. And most likely that's why you've seen all those pictures of him and his children together. Like I said, you guys wanted Melanie and Martell together, or whatever you guys want, just to see them fighting with each other. But that's enough. They did that like for 5 years. 5 years these people was fighting. Do you guys want to see another 5 years, the ones that's watched this show? Because like I said, I'm not really invested in this show. But like I said, I'm here because I see that these people, they are not blogging fair. They being biased. And most of the stuff, when I call it, like I say, you can go ahead and you can take it to the bank. Trust me. But let me go ahead and play this right quick, because Lana, she went ahead, talked with Slana, Slana, but she said call Lana. But she went ahead, and at least she went ahead and gave me credit, because I went on her platform and we talked about it. And I mean, these people almost chewed me up. How you know this? That's what they was asking me. How do you know all this? Look, don't come for me. Just because these people behind the scene didn't go ahead and leak it to you guys first, because most likely that's exactly what's going on. And that's why you all can be able to run with this narrative. But this is not the Melody show. If Melody wanted a show, then she need to just go ahead and get her own spinoff. And like I said, I'm not being hard on Melody. I'm just standing on my truth. And that's something that people don't like. They don't want you to tell the truth. Well, in here, I'm not going to compromise for anyone. Because like I said, I'm not really caught up in these people's lives. But let me go ahead and play this right here. I was trying to come live, guys. Not live, but the camera up. But for some reason, I cannot camera up. I don't know what's going on. But let me play up just a little bit of this right here. This is Talk with Shannon. And I was on her platform when I went ahead and I talked about it.
So welcome back. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up.
And this again is
Drop a comment and join my membership just to get exclusive content. Now let's get into it. So it's been alleged that Martell is proving difficult in this season filming. I mean, this does not even have a storyline. And then he told Carlos that he wants to film his reality, and that his reality includes Knox and Coastal. And it's like he needs to bring them into the show.
When she say coleslaw, she's talking about Ariane Curry.
I know in the last...
Let me go ahead, because a commercial coming. Let me see if I can go ahead and pause it right fast. So, because a commercial is coming. So let me pause it right fast. So what she's talking about, I want you to hear where she did go ahead and gave me credit of breaking that story first. So let me go ahead and play it again. It just was a commercial, so I went ahead and
we had a particular speaker, Real Talk, with Lady D, who came on and she's like, she has heard gist that Martell is trying to get a contract for Knox and trying to bring Arion to the show, or either Cherie. Sheree. And when she said it, everybody was really coming for her. But now it's proving like she probably was not lying and it was actually genuine. Because now he and Carlos is having back and back to forth fight because it's like they don't know what to shoot for him, basically. The article came out on Urban Magazine.
So that's it's out. The story is out. And that was like maybe a week ago when I went on her platform and I went ahead and I talked about it. But like I said, no one cannot get upset about it, because that's his reality. And there's a lot of people saying that, oh, we're not going to go and watch this show. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Come on, guys. But it is what it is. If they're going to film, his son is going to be there. And it's time for people to go ahead and move on. Let Martell live his life. Melody, she go ahead and she live her life. She bring whomever she wants to bring on. But if he wants to bring in his child, quite obvious, his mother is going to be right there. I don't think that it's going to be authentic if he go and pick up the child and you don't see the mom. They might as well go ahead and shut it down. And I'm pretty sure that when Martell most likely had talked to whoever at Real Housewives of Atlanta and how they was going to go ahead and spin the story with Sheree, I'm pretty sure that they was going to go ahead and meet Ariane Curry because they say that Sheree and Ariane, they speak. And I'm going to say allegedly on that too. But for New Year's, it was a lot of Huntsville castmates was at Sheree's house. A bunch of them. I saw Stormy. Stormy was there. And I'm pretty sure that more than Stormy was there. And they're going to go ahead and air that. They're going to go ahead and air that. All that was a part of, for footage. They're going to put that on. I don't know if it's going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta or in Huntsville. But they're going to go ahead and put that as well. But like I said, that is his story, and people, they want to get upset about it, but they can't. This is it. And, going out there and bullying and stalking these people, just like guys did Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda is on a show. I'm pretty sure the reason why they put Miss Wanda on there is because Miss Wanda, she brings it, she gonna bring the drama. But to not separate the two from their personal life and them on a show, that's not right. That's not fair at all, guys. And for people to sit there and call Miss Wanda's house, that's taking it a little too far. And now that the head out the bag, what they doing is they blaming one another. But you guys was calling this woman's house. And I'm glad this woman went ahead and said she's going to take action on it, where she's calling the authorities and gets those numbers traced. Because that right there, that's crossing the line. That's too involved in these people's personal life. That's scary. And I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. That's scary, very scary. When these people actually think that this is these people's lives, these people are getting paid for this. That's just to show you guys, look, we are just so messed up. Some people just need the hobby, because if you're looking at this show, as real life, then you need to go ahead and get yourself checked. You need therapy. But you think that Carlos was going to go ahead and just drop the ball? No, this is about ratings. It's about money. And if you want to go ahead and get a show, then you're going to have to sit there and you got to do what you got to do. Because now people wants to see more. Do you actually think that people wants to see these people just at each other head all the time? No. Not at all. I know I wouldn't want to see it, but this right here, like I say, this is their reality. This is the nature of the beast. They decide to go ahead and put their life on display. So if you putting your life on display, then you're going to have to be transparent. And we saw a bunch of little clips on IG how the kids got along with each other. That's life. It's part of life. And like Martell said, he's not going to keep apologizing because they've been divorced for 2 years. So quite obvious, most likely they are not going to get back together, even though they're going to be in each other's lives for the sake of the kids. But, it's time for people to sit there and move on, get on with your life. You just can't just constantly beating this dead horse over and over and over. Because then that's toxic. But I'm pretty sure, that they're gonna pull the gloves off next season. I'm pretty sure. And the reason why I say that, because the way that it happened at the reunion, how Melody, how she went at Tisha and her husband. And now that everything is out in the open, they have all the right to do whatever they want to do. How are they going to go ahead and get back? Because like I say, when you go after someone family, and that was Cole's family, first cousins, and you trying to get that first cousin to side with you to go against their own family member, that right there, that's going to backfire. That's not smart at all. So if you going into trying to break up family, then would you think that if they turn around and do the same thing to you, how you think that's going to make you feel? Like I said, you cannot throw the rock and hide your hands. And a lot of people, they just don't see it. Oh, Tisha did this, Tisha did that. I don't think Tisha did anything to try to go ahead and break up their marriage. You got to realize when you're trying to go into these people's marriage, it's not only affecting them, it's also going to affect the kids. Especially when you got kids where they can turn on the internet and they can see all this stuff that's going on. That's why when Martell had put out that Marcel had like 20-some women, Martell, he had to go and apologize to Marcel's son because kids at school was teasing him. But thank God that he can apologize. He don't hold grudges. And like I said, a lot of this stuff is not even happening on these shows. It's happening on other social media outlets. And what they are doing is they taking what people are saying on social media and they dragging it onto that show. That's not right. That's not fair. And that's why, maybe what they need to do is come together. That's what I would do. If I was one of their PR, what I would tell them all to come together and just stay off of social media. And if you come on social media, talk about stuff that's on there. Just like when Candy used to come on her YouTube channel. Candy had a YouTube channel, but it was not all that mess. Candy only talked about what had happened on that show. They never dragged something that someone said off of Instagram. And if they did, it's rarely, it's not as much as these people are doing that. But like I said, it got to be someone behind the scene, because we know that, and I'm going to say a legend, sometimes these producers and all that, they throw all that information out And especially when they have their own PR, when they do those little trailers or teasers, and they saying somebody attacking just one person, and if you are a fan to that person, then you're going to run with that storyline. So they need to back off as well. So if they going to put information out when they do their trailer, make sure that everybody, the playing field is even. That's how I look at it. I don't know, but this is how I look at it. But like I said, guys, some of this stuff, like, some of this stuff right here, is just a distraction. All it is just a distraction, but that's where people at. But now you're seeing how the tables are turning, and that's what they should have been. Got together and, okay, let's go ahead. They putting all this information out, just like Marshall said. Marshall said they say somebody's going to get sued. Because now these celebrities, they are coming after these bloggers now. They're not playing. You cannot sit there and throw out all these lies and think you're going to say whatever you want to say about these people, and they're not going to come back. These people coming back now. After Cardi B and Tasha K, these people is not playing. And Marshall sat there and said, somebody is going to get sued. Because you guys are putting out false information just so you can go ahead and monetize and keep all this stuff going. If I got to get money like that and ratings off of a lie, then that show is not going to last. And most likely, and I'm going to say allegedly, but most likely that's why Carlos King always talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta cast. Now, if you got your own cast and you trying to build up your own show, why are you talking about another network? Come on, guys, make it make sense. Make it make sense, because this does not make no sense at all. Why is Carlos always talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta? Now, I know like he had a hand in it, but they allegedly kick you out the door. So why is you keep talking about these people like that? You got your show. Like you keep saying that these people got to bring it. Oh, they got to bring it. If you don't want to bring it, then you don't. Trust me. Come on now, Carlos. Come on. You can't play that scare tactic with people. Especially people that got their own lives, their own business. You think these people are going to sit there and put all their business on this reality show and lose what they went to school for? They built their business from the ground up. They're just going to go ahead and just throw it down the drain just to go ahead and give you a show. Come on, Carlos King. That does not make no sense at all. Because first of all, just like I said on several of my videos, the show was built off of a lie. And anytime when you build something off a lie, trust me, it's going to fall, because slowly the truth is going to find its way back. You're going to be exposed. And as you can see right now, they are being exposed. The sheets, they ripping the sheets off. And next season, they going to rip the sheets off of them. Because now they know who is the common denominator. They know who is the S-starter, the ones that's starting all this mess, keeping all this drama. Because like I said, hurt people hurt people. This is not no show. When you wrecking somebody's marriage, somebody's relationship, that's not a show. If you build the show on people coming together, being entrepreneurs, building business, black businesses, then let's see that. They're thinking that, the rating is going to be low. Oh, well, that's just to show you we have some small-minded people. But we don't have to turn it up 24/7. Like my sister was telling me, she's saying, I want you to go ahead and start blogging about this other reality show that Carlos King is pitching, Love and Marriage DC or whatever. I was about to go ahead and start blogging. I looked at that show, and the minute when I saw them people talking about somebody else's husband, that was a turn off. Because like I said, they say it's all the same thing, just different people, all script the same way. It's always be about someone breaking up somebody's relationship, somebody's marriage. Come on, guys, make it make sense. This does not make no sense at all. Like I said, when it comes to these reality shows, they ain't nothing but a distraction. That's why I call me the bad news bearer, because if I'm going to give my view on these shows, then I'm going to call it like I said. And what I see so far is nothing but BS. All you guys doing is attacking marriages. That's it. But the only one couple that they are not going to touch, I was watching Married to Medicine. They would never touch Dr. Heavenly and her husband relationship, because you know what Dr. Heavenly gonna do. She's gonna tell you where to go. They ain't gonna mess with Dr. Heavenly relationship. But everybody else, they want to put their husband on display, dig up some type of dirt and all this other stuff. But it's now, okay, just like Marcia said, if they're going to put it out there, then they better make sure that they have some concrete facts. If not, sue them for defamation of character. Because like I say, these people are slumming on these people, like it's their lives. This is not these people's lives. They only showing you, just like I be saying all the time, just a snippet. And now Destiny trying to come on, giving everybody a break. Some little small channel had no more than 400 subscribers. And Destiny gave this person a break. And what did he did? Came on so cocky. I mean, it's like some little slithering snakes. His tongue even was coming out of his daggone teeth. His teeth was so split where it looked like his tongue was just hanging out. But Destiny gave that young blogger, gave him an opportunity, and he blew it. He blew it for all the rest of them that may want to go ahead and contact them so they can get some, so they can put them on their platform. That's why I said this. So you got to be careful. You can't want people to come on your platform, then you're going to sit there and dog them out, because the next person that may want to come on your platform, they ain't going to come on because they saw how you treated the last person. That's why I say, when I wanted information, I know how to go to the source. And I'm not going to sit there and demand somebody to give me some information. No, I'm going to treat them with kindness. And when they give it to me, I'm going to tell it just exactly the way that they told it to me. I don't have to sit there and say the people's name. I could say my reliable source. I don't even have to come on and say exclusive. I could have said exclusive with this. I could have. But to have these people on your platform, don't have no more than 100 subscribers, barely making, but yet you want to use some big time. Come on. Dude, come on. Guys, get a life. This is messed up, man. This is so messed up. And now they're scrambling because they are being exposed. The tables are turning, where now they blaming each other. Oh, he the one said this. She the one said this. I didn't say. Now they're taking their hands out of it. But I thank God that this is happening, because these people actually think that when it comes to these reality shows, that this is these people's personal lives. They actually think that stuff is real. So yes, if they're going to slander you, take them to court. File charges against them. Get them for defamation of character. Somebody got to draw the line. Someone got to say enough is enough. Because you guys are angry over people that you don't even know. These people see you right now walking on the street on fire. These people won't even pee on your tail. You snooping all around these people's business, telling other people don't support them, trying to mess up these people's lives, but yet you saying they're not being transparent. These people not giving us what we need. What the heck you want from these people? They blood? I mean, these people are very demonic, and that's why I call them out. Yes, they demonic. That's why I stopped blogging on stuff like this, because it drains you. When you come on and talk about stuff like this, you got to be ready. You can't go out half-cocked, because this stuff will drain you. But that's where our people act. People sit there and say, well, why are you wasting your energy on these reality shows? Because that's where our people act. That's where our people at. Like I sit there and say, when I say something, you could take it to the bank. Because it's pretty much, it's how every last one of all the shows that we watch, it plays out. Attack of the marriage, attack of the black man, destroying people's family, which I don't understand. I blame them as well, because why you want to come on the show knowing exactly what's going to happen? If you saying that you about this life, you making 6-figure or more, you living behind the gate, and if you really actually was about that life, no way in the world that you would come on these reality shows and make a fool out yourselves. Even Candy Boris, everybody was saying when she had walked on that show that she had $50 million. You say, well, $50 million, that's what Candy said. Well, that's what they say. Then I guess I had $50 million. These people didn't have that much money. Just because you see, go and Google that these people income is about this amount of money. It's not dollars. It's all maybe other assets and stuff like that. Just like they got right now, Ariana Curry, she's worth $1.5 million. You Google Ariana Curry right now, it's going to say she's worth $1.5 million. Guys, come on, wake up. All this is just a show. False evidence appearing to be real. We're getting ourselves all worked out behind stuff like this. Our people. This is a show, a reality show. These people get paid to entertain you. But guys, you're taking it a little too far. You calling these people houses, going to these people businesses, looking through these people windows, not purchasing anything, but trying to put the camera on them to see what you can go in and put on your YouTube channel. You mean the thirst is that real? Gosh. And these people is not getting paid blogging, but yet they will get a big old lawsuit. One girl, she was sitting there talking about one of these singers thought she was going to be another Tasha K. And so in a minute, when one of these singers, these celebrities, went and was about to sue her, she started crying on her channel, apologizing and everything else. Because like I say, these celebrities are not playing anymore. And the ones in Huntsville, they are not playing no more. If you putting out false information next season, just like they say, if you putting out false information, you will get sued. Hey, Gogo, how are you doing? Doing great. Thank you for joining my live, guys. I was trying to camera up, but for some reason, I don't know if I got my computer, my laptop is, I need to clean it out or whatever, but for some reason, it's keep freezing. Every time when I camera up, it's freezing. So guys, thank you for joining my live. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Yes, I am back. I'm going to review Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I'm not going to review all those other shows. I'm not getting into all those new shows, but I'm going to keep it entertainment in here. I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna change anymore. I have another back channel. If I want to go ahead and do my ministry, go ahead and do my ministry back there. But in here, like I said there and say, it's going to be real talk. I'm gonna call it like it is. Because we have gone too far. Our people has gone too far. And when Martell's son come on that show, I pray to God that these old people, because all is going to be old people, ain't going to be young people. These young people ain't got time for all this. It's just a bunch of miserable old people sitting in their houses, sitting there talking about babies. And if you guys see that they talking about them babies, please send the video to me. Please send the video to me. Because like I said, I'm not scared of these demons. Just call me the Ghostbuster, because I'm not scared of these demons. Because enough is enough. Like I say, if you're going to sit there and blog about these people, don't blog just because you're trying to keep subscribers. Don't blog because you need your light bill paid or you need your mortgage or whatever. Because I had got some pictures I could have put on my channel, which I wasn't going to do that, of how some of these bloggers, one of the bloggers that she do a lot of commentary on Love and Marriage Huntsville, I got a lot of pictures. These people are very thirsty. The thirst is real. If you see how some of these people are living, so quite obvious is these people don't have a pot to pee in and a window to throw it out of. They're going to make up some stuff just to keep the traffic going. But like I said, I can't sleep at night if I got to sit there and come on and talk all this bull crap, make up all this stuff just to keep you guys entertained. That does not make no sense. If you're going to tell it like it is. And that's why I said, then see, whatever you put out in the atmosphere is going to come back to you. Melanie put all that stuff out. She put her business out. She even sat there and had a slogan, use part of Michelle Obama. When they go low, she add on, she's going to take it to hell. Melanie said, if they go low, she's going to take it to hell. Now, if you take it to hell, be careful who might be there. Because it might be your worst nightmare, might be on the devil's playground, and you thinking that you all powerful, you almighty, you might not be able to take it. Now, since she wants to go hell, what's her name? Letitia, she could take it to hell with her. She can invite Ariana Curry to the barbecue. I know I would. Because if you are going through and you was hurt in your relationship, then you would know, and you saying the Lord have this, God got my back. God is not the altar of confusion. God is the love, kind, and a peace mind. God is not the altar of confusion, but of love, peace, and of a sound mind. Just because you blessed, you look blessed, them same people that's raising you up is the same ones that will shake your tail right off it, because that's how people is. We got people, they fair weather. They one way this day and another day. They'll switch on you in a minute. So you got to be careful. You cannot fight evil with evil. And that's exactly what Melody is doing, fighting evil with evil. Just because my marriage is messed up, jacked up, my relationship, I'm going to tear everybody else's marriage down. It don't work like that, guys. It don't work like this. And if you holding any grudge, That day at the reunion was your day to make it right. That day was your day to make it right. When everybody else was sobbing because of what Kimmy was going through, Kimmy fought cancer, just like Carlos King said, she never complained. She didn't ask for anything special. But yet we got these people, grown people, that's sitting there acting so catty. It was their all chance right now to just apologize and say, we're going to move on. We're going to focus on the comeback group. But no, Melanie, she wanted to stay on that bandwagon acting like a sourpuss. The whole entire time at the reunion, she was frowning up, twisting her neck, making all types of funny face. And that's why Funky Dineva, that's why he went ahead and called out. People don't want, that's toxic, that's low vibrational. And if you don't want to film with these people, then leave. Then leave, just like Nene did. When Nene felt like it was causing her to have health problems, her contract was messed up, Nene, she walked off, she left. And yes, the ratings did fall. And the reason why the ratings fall, because Nene, yes, she was the fiber of Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was the wheels. That's what's her baby. Just like I'm pretty sure that Love and Marriage Huntsville is Melanie baby. But the difference, just like I told you on my last channel, is that when Nene pitched that show, Nene pitched the show with people behind the gate, exactly what it was set out to be. Rich people or whatever, trying to be rich, living behind the gate. So she didn't pitch that show off a lie. Melanie did. Because they thought that it was about building. And I just hope that they show more of that next season. Because guys, could you sit there and watch them attacking each other marriage? And this going on like the sixth season the sixth season? Oh my God. Look like now they should pass from death to life. Let's see Marcel and Tisha exploring those rocks, as people say, oh, it ain't nothing but a pile of rocks. It's a lot of pile of rocks. Something most likely you don't have because you're looking at their life. So quite obvious, nothing is going on in your life if you got to take a reality show and take it personally. That showed me right now that these people ain't got nothing themselves. Bunch of thirsty pros. That's all it is. And yes, I am calling it out. Yes, I am. Because like I said there and say, this is not my life. I do this because like I said there and say, this is what I like to do. This is my ministry. When I come on, I do it with love. Yes, I do want clicks and likes. But I'm not going to sell my soul because it's not worth it. And a lot of people used to sit there and say, well, why don't you elevate your energy? Put it somewhere else. I do it. You just don't support that. Well, now I got to have a back channel to do that. Like I said, you can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. So I say, where they at? I'm going to just go where they at. I watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't sit at the TV every Saturday comes on. Because like I said, I pretty much know exactly how it's going to play out. I don't even have to watch the show. I could go straight into the reunion and know exactly how everything is going to play out. But in order to give a fair review, I sat there and I went and watched all the reruns. And it's pretty much exactly how I'm calling it right now. The entire episodes going after each other marriage. But I know exactly how it is. I know exactly why all that animosity. I think that they're upset. The host was upset because Marcel and Letitia purchased that comeback group or whatever group, Stokes. And like Tisha said, it was in the red. She made it a multi-million-dollar business. And some people sit there and say, oh, she's getting sued. Many businesses get sued. That's why they have an LLC. It's called LLC. That does not mean that they got to stop operating. Come on, guys, make it make sense. This does not make no sense at all. I got 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes. But like I said there and say, guys, in here, it's real talk. I can't sugarcoat. We eat meat. We don't drink milk. And we're not in here to tickle no one's ears. I'm going to call it like it is. And what I see right now is that a bunch of bullies. And I understand that some of these people, they got their team. They wants to be Team Melody, Team the Scots. They pick their favorite. But guys, it's just like with your children. You love your kids to death, but you're going to sit there and allow your kids to go out there and do some stuff that can harm them? No, you're going to correct your kids. So why you can't call this BS out? You wouldn't do it with your own children. Let your children just go and wild out and thinking that they could do anything to everybody and there's no consequences. Just because that's your child or that's your favorite one. Make it make sense. Because this right here does not make no sense at all. Because as you can see right there, no way that anyone can condone what Melody had did on that show. And that's why they calling her out. A wolf in sheep clothing. Just like Tisha said, yes, she's beautiful on the outside. But inside, she jacked up. She messed up. She's hurt. And she don't know how to channel that hurt because she's not going and get the right therapy that she needs. She needs to go to a therapist. And I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying. Because if you got to go and dig up dirt and trying to find something on somebody else, and you thought that that was good TV, that was tacky. That was very tacky. Just because you needed to find something out on Tisha? Why? Just because Tisha decided to stay in her marriage? Like I said, they didn't say it. We all been through some stuff. I cannot tell you something that I never been through it. But there are some people can work through it. Because marriage is not easy. I've been married for 35 years. Marriage is not easy. And we both did some stuff, some very grimy stuff. But we chose to come back. But when you forgive a person, that means you let it go. Now, you're not going to forget, but at least you can sit there and you can forgive. Because why would you stay in the person and just make each other miserable? That's all you would do. That's why they have divorces. If you want to go ahead and divorce. And move on with your life. And I just hope with this show right there, this show, next season 6, that these people just move on, because I cannot sit there and take another fight of Martell and Melody. That's it. That's it. And Carlos King asking, I need more. I need more. Do what else you can get from these people. Don't you think that you have sucked the life out of these people? These people is not no doggone trash across the street. These people sit there, they have degrees. These people have $1 million businesses. And he said he got people on call, ready to come on. They ready to tell their life for a reality show. Then let them. Quite obvious, if they sitting there begging you, DMing you, quite obvious, most likely they close to bankrupt or about to lose their husband. So they might as well come on and bring all that trash to us, because most likely that's what they usually do anyway. When they come on these reality shows, they relationship already messed up. They already out the door. So they probably say, oh, I might as well go ahead and cash in on it. Pain, I call it pain to fame. Because we already know that Melody and Martell, before they even pitched that show to Carlos King, they was already out the door doing all types of stuff. Telling each other business, how they sitting there sending lives to the slaughterhouse. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't have to come out and say it. They're going to be accountable for that, because you never know. That child could have been a doctor, a lawyer, or could have been the next president of the United States. But they made that call. That's just to show you. These people, man, they have sold their souls. So, like I say, hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. And that's what you see with these reality shows. Because the majority of them come on. They come on with baggage. But they want to get paid off of it. And you guys taking it so personally. Where you guys getting so heavily involved in all this stuff. But like I said, guys, this is real talk. I can't sugarcoat it. I got to tell it like it is, because believe it or not, this is also my ministry. And I got to tell it like it is. But if Martell decided to bring his son on that show, I just hope that we just don't act like some ignorant people talking about that child. Talking about this child, the things that they were saying about this child. That's messed up. And even if Ariane decided to come on, she have all the right, because that's a part of the story. If true be told, they talked about it from day one. They just never mentioned her name. They gave her some name. But her name is not Coleslaw. Her name is Ariane Curry. And whether we like it or not, guys, we got to give people the respect. Because it takes two to tango. And now it's done. It's done. It's nothing you can do about it. But let these people live their lives. We all fell short. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. And if you are perfect, I promise you, you won't be on this side right here. Because we all fall short. But we learn from our mistakes. And by you going around calling this man a cheater, you don't know, no other woman really came forth that they could say that they messed with Martell Holts. No other woman but Ariane Curry. He was in a relationship with her. Yes, it was wrong. And no one's condoning that. No one's condoning that. And I promise you, He paid for it, but now it's done. You lost a lot behind it, but it's done. All we could do right now is just move on. Because believe it or not, this is life. This is the world that we live in. And all I have to say right now, guys, is if you're going to watch these shows, these reality shows, watch it as a show. Because most of this stuff is just drama, just to keep the ratings. And I promise you, they only show you just a snippet part of their lives. It's only a reality show. So guys, on that note, be blessed and you all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day.